Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I will give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000, which will be the ruling governing body in the kingdom of heaven, which the 144,000 will consist of all men ruling. And you also will have the large multitude of believers, a lot of the one-third, which will include men, women, and children that will be saved in America. Two-thirds of our people will be destroyed in America, of who you call so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Cubans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, you all the Israelites. You also have a lot of the elect that are scattered abroad in different countries that will be saved. Same thing with rebels that will disobey what the Lord wants them to do, and this time they will be destroyed. I'm your brother Yeremia coming to catch y'all with a quick lesson. Um, Basically kind of going into, you know, a similar lesson what I had last time. This man, he's not gonna stop. You know, he's not gonna stop. As y'all can see, the articles from End Time Headlines. It says Trump warns that major tariffs are coming soon on foreign pharmaceuticals. Right, and what is this gonna do? I know a lot of medicines and stuff. They come from different countries too as well. So people ain't gonna be getting they daily drugs. They're legal drugs, should I say? So that's gonna make people crash out, man. And that's this devil. That's how this devil operates, man. He does not care about his own. A lot of Edomites, they on depression pills. They on anxiety medicine. Some Jakes is too, but that's I feel like that's mainly an Edomite thing. But that's how he don't care about his own first and foremost. But um, hey, the earth is in desperate need of new rulership. Right? Because we don't care about you either. We care about our own people, man. But we know two-thirds of them, a lot of them going to be destroyed. But, this is how he the wicked as well. Because he just doesn't care. He's going to do what he want to do. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear through, the people mourn. Right? And he knows the decisions that he's making, the strings that he's pulling. He knows that the effect that's going to have on people, man. This devil knows, but he don't care, right? That's why you had, protests on Saturday against this man, and this system. They want this shit to happen, right? They want people to get mad, order out of chaos, right? And let it let it happen. Let it happen. We're not trying to, call for peace. We ain't calling for people to be united. Fuck the people, man. We've been oppressed over here since we came over here, and it's still happening to this day. So we don't care about what you Edomites is going through, man. We can care less. We just want to put y'all in chains when we get into our kingdom. We want to put y'all under our feet because this type of shit ain't gonna be happening when we in our kingdom. We ain't gonna be putting tariffs on people. We ain't gonna have to do none of that stuff, man. We gonna put y'all in slavery, but in a sense, we still gonna treat y'all better than this. After that, after y'all go into y'all slavery, But this devil, he don't have a care in the world. That's why he has to be taken out, man. He has to be taken out. Um, this devil, he has everything, but he still gotta fuck you up in the process. He just can't not fuck up something. The scriptures tell you in Proverbs 4 and 16, it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief. So they can't even rest. They can't even close their eyes except they have done some evil to people. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Whoo! Hey, hey, this devil, man, that's what he was created for, man. I mean, you Jakes that don't get that, hey, you just gonna be destroyed, man. You just gonna eat a missile, die in Jacob's trouble. That's just gonna happen to you. And we ain't trying to save you. We don't even care. We required to tell you, but hey, it is what it is if you don't listen. You know, yeah, you want to hold hands with this man. You know, this man does not care about nothing. You know, you cannot stop this man from doing what he's doing. Right? Let me go to Sirach, I think it's Sirach 14, where it speaks of him not caring about himself. Yep. So this is Sirach 14 and 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods." You see? So if he's not good to himself, if he don't care about the well-being of his own, what makes you, Jakes, think that he cares about you? Knowing that his history, his track record, his past, even the present things that's happened in this place, you know, in this time period, the 21st century, 20th century, whatever you want to call it. You know, he don't have a good track record. It never will be one. This man is the devil, man, that he's showing you. Right? All these people, when they can't get their drugs, man, they gonna bug the fuck out, man. There's so many people that take legal drugs, illegal drugs every day just to function. And you know, him putting tariffs on this gonna make the price go up. People gonna start wilding, man. It's gonna get bad out here, man. That's why we gonna need Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in these times. You know, we gonna need the Lord, man. You know, we gonna need him. And Lord willing, he's with us. You know, Lord willing, he's with us. We ain't gonna be just out here, you know, just wilding like a lot of 2/3, man. We ain't gonna do that. You know, we gonna trust and believe in the Lord. Right? But a lot of you Jakes in the process, you know, y'all gonna continue to protest, riot, you know, do smash and grabs, you know, participate in what do you call it, Asian provocateur activity. We ain't gonna do that, man. And then this man, I believe, you know, speaking as a man, he gonna bring out robot dogs and, you know, robot super soldiers. That's why we're gonna need the Lord these times, man. Because all this stuff is gonna happen. This is Daniel 12 in verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time the people should be delivered, everyone that should be found were in the book." Right, we're gonna need that. You know, it's getting bad out here, man. You know, this man, he's raging. You know, he's raging. You know, the Lord got the spirit on him doing what he's doing, man. Keep it up, keep it up, because he's causing all hell to break loose any day. You know, people to get mad, right? But hey, as soon as, you know, hey, you start getting powerful like that, the Lord gonna bring him down, right, in his kingdom. Let me see. This is Proverbs 18 and 12. It says, "Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty." Is that not Trump right now? This man is he's doing shit that don't even make sense. You know? It says, "And before honor is humility," right? And that's what we doing. You know, we're being humble by, you know, the Lord put his spirit on us to come into the truth, be diligent. We're not seeking to satisfy our flesh and just doing what we want to do. Right? We gotta go through embarrassment, you know. But it's all cool though, because, you know, it's a reward at the end. Right? And then you get honor, but we don't care about honor regardless. It's about our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know? It's about him. It's not about us. You know? So, you know, that's another video for another day, but, you know, the point is the Lord's gonna bring this man down, and he's gonna have to come down with that wrath when things get bad. You know, because like the scriptures say, enough with this, he know that his kingdom is slipping from his fingertips. This is Revelation 12 verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, you righteous men, you prophets, you know, hopefully elect, and ye that it will in them," right? Because, hey, the sooner this devil gets stuff cracking, the sooner the Lord gon', you know, lift up that standard for, you know, his elect, right? You know, and save us up out of this place. It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth," meaning death and destruction of the sea, "for the devil is this man. It is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know that it have but a short time." That's why he's raging the way he is. That's why he's just, just signing all these orders, and he's bypassing all these different legislations that was in place that ain't benefiting the people. They trying to make y'all mad, so they can bring in their order and so that they system, right? But it's going to backfire, man. My next couple lessons, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah is going to be probably laying backs off the same thing, because this is, something's about to happen. I can feel it, But I'll close out. I just want to do just a quick video on this. I might do like a little series of different things that's taking place on this. I feel like this is just, we in a different time now. With everything popping off the way it is since this man been in office, I believe that Jacob's trouble, it can pop off literally any day. I'm speaking of a man, of course, but the way things is looking, it is not slowing down. But that's a good thing. So with that, I hope this video was edifying to the elect. I'm going to close out. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakurash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and great millstone. I want to say Abad, Babal, Shalom.